to start class?
Children, the teacher's talking.
Okay, you have a choice when we first start this morning. You can either sit in the chair, which actually I find is very, I can release and relax better than I am in the cross-legged seat, either in hero or in easy sit. I mean, I can do this and I can relax pretty well, or I can come into what's called easy seat, cross-legged, and I can sort of do that too, but I feel a little bit of pull in the hips. So sometimes I just start right here. So I see everyone's kind of plunked down, and you sort of naturally went to the chair rather than down on the mat. You know, we're in that mindset of do what's easiest. Right?
Give us credit, she told us to sit in the chair.
Oh, I did?
Yes, you did.
Have a seat in the chair. Okay. That might be why you're all sitting in the chair. So, chair yoga. Everyone thinks, oh, yeah, chair yoga. I want to be on the mat. That's where they want to be. And that, I get that, right? Because that's what yoga is. Supposedly it's on the mat. But you can do as much or more, at least as much in the chair as you can on the mat if you know how. And you'll find that it's a little bit easier on your body. Now, being able to get up and down off the floor is a really good thing. So I'm not saying you live and do yoga only in the chair. You need to be, you know, actively in your life getting up and down off the floor. But the chair as a tool, as a prop, is a really handy thing. So we'll go ahead and start class, and I'll show you some things we can do in the chair that that are similar to what we do, or same as what we do on the mat, but you can actually do them without struggling quite so much. And that, so let's all lean back or press your bottom back against the back of the chair, and then rest the middle of the back against the back of the chair. The feet are spaced, you know, comfortably wide, and with the heels under the knees. And the hands generally just rest right here on the thighs. And now let's all from here press or just settle down, feel the sits bones on the seat of the chair, and then feel the middle of the back against the back of the chair. Feet are solid on the floor. And so you feel stable and reasonably comfortable here. There's no pressure on the hips. And no twisting or binding in the knees. So, you know, it works out pretty well, especially as we age. So let's all kind of settling down, take a deep breath in, and then open the mouth and let it go. And take a second deep breath. Exhale slowly. And as you're breathing, just release, relax, soften the face. Let the shoulders release down. Staying upright in the chair so you can use the full capacity of the lungs. Allowing the breath to just flow in and out. Notice any pain or any discomfort. And then coming back to the sensations of the breath. Deepen the breath, 3-part breath. And as you're inhaling deeply, notice the body expanding front to back and side to side. And one last big, deep breath in. And exhale. We'll do our warm-up in a chair the same way we do it on the mat. So just come a little forward in the chair, away from the back of the chair. But again, rooting down through the sits bones, feeling down through the feet. You can wiggle the toes if you want. And then get tall in the chair, pressing the heart forward. Bring the chin in. Yes. And now bring the arms wide, palms down toward the floor, and then turn the palms to the front. And as you inhale, take the hands and arms back, lift the gaze up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring the hands to the knees, the front of the knees, and gently round back, chin toward the chest. And as you inhale, open the arms wide, draw the hands and arms back. And then exhale, hands to the knees, chin toward the chest. Release. One more time, come wide, hands back, gaze lifts, point the fingers back. Exhale and back. And lifting back up to that upright seat, bringing the elbows in toward the side of the body, lifting tall, top of the head toward the ceiling. So let the chin drop down toward the chest, and then draw the chin over toward the right shoulder, and then to center and toward the left, and center and right, and center and left. The chin in the center, bring the head back up. Let the right ear fall toward the right shoulder, pressing the left shoulder down. And then gently roll the chin down toward the chest. And now roll the left ear toward the left shoulder. Press the right shoulder down. And now come back to center and over toward the right. And to the center and left. Chin comes to center and inhale the head up. Bring the hands out to the side, fingertips pointing down toward the floor. And now turn the palms to the ceiling. And as you inhale, let the hands rise up, lifting the gaze. As you exhale, reach wide. Inhaling, palms open. And exhale and move. One more time, lifting hands. Bring the palms together, reach the fingers to the ceiling, gazing up. Bring the gaze straight ahead, draw the hands and arms back by the ears. Really reaching. And exhale, the hands and arms. Good. Bicycle the shoulders, just gently move. Move the head. We'll do some circles. So come forward, pressing the heart toward the front, and then take the body out to the right. And now rounding back. Left, come forward, shoulders back. Exhaling, coming back, rounding. Just make these rotations feel good. And now we'll go the other way. When you come to the back, just round back, cup the knees with the hands. Let the chin fall toward the chest, exhaling deeply all the air out of the lungs. And as you inhale, gently come back up to that upright seat. Bring the right hand out in front, palm faces in. Get tall, and as you inhale, let the right hand rise up. Turn the gaze up toward the lifted hand, reach into the ceiling. Turn the palm toward the front of the room, or toward the front, and then reach up and back. Don't strain the neck here, so relax the neck. And now bring that hand back up to the ceiling. Bring the left hand down to the front left leg of the chair. So find the front left leg of the chair with the left hand, and now arc over to the left. Now bring that hand back to the ceiling. Reach, press down through that right sits bone, reach, and exhale. Take a breath, move that right arm. Everybody does it naturally, it's just what happens. You go, oh, and what do you feel? Notice what you feel in that arm. It's tingly and things are going on, right? That's good stuff happening there. Bring out the left hand, stay tall, inhale the left arm up. Turn the palm to the front, reach up and back. Straight, strong, relaxing the neck. Now bring that left hand back to the ceiling, rooting down through the left sits bone. Find the front right leg of the chair with the right hand and arc over to the right. Bring that left hand back to the ceiling. Get really tall and long along the left side of the body. And exhale, release. And gently move the left shoulder. Bring the shoulders to the ears. And then take the shoulders forward and down. As you inhale, draw the shoulders back and up toward the ears. Forward and down. And draw them back and lift. And forward and down. And go the other way. So now shoulders come forward and up. And back and down. And forward and up. One more circle. And now with the shoulders to the back, shoulder blades toward the center, draw those elbows in, pressing the heart forward, gently move the head. Squeeze, 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 and release. Good. Just now settle back into the chair. And just take a deep breath in. And exhale. Wow. Okay, so come forward again in the chair to where you can comfortably extend the feet out in front. With the toes on the mat, or toes on the floor. Normally I have the chair on the mat. We'll get there in a second. And the feet are about hip width apart. And so lift up tall. And you've got a natural bend in the knees here. So I don't have to tell you to put a bend in the knees. So now take the heart toward the front, toward the toes. And now just breathe. Find a sensation with the long spine. sensation in the backs of the legs. And now as you exhale, go ahead and release down with the knees coming, with the face coming down toward the knees. Slide the hands down toward the toes. And now just release. Just let the head hang. Breathing. And as you breathe, just allow the body to settle a little bit further down toward the floor. Relax the hips. And on your next inhale, gently round up, just drag the hands up the legs. Coming up tall. Now take the feet wide. So both sits bones are still on the front edge of that chair. And wherever you got this chair, usually it's on the mat. So it's not going to slide out from under you or go anywhere. So the legs are wide, the toes are pointing out to the side, and the toes are on the floor. So let's do that forward fold now, taking the heart forward and then coming down, hands come down toward feet. Ooh, okay. Feeling something here. Works. Again, breathing and settling. And now as you inhale, gently round up, again, the hands come up the legs. Take the heart toward the right leg, and now fold gently over the right leg. And I've got my right hand on the edge of the seat. And lifting back up, come to the left, and fold over the left. And now inhale, lift back up. So bring the legs in, come back a little bit in the chair. Keep the right toes pointed straight ahead. Move your bottom a little bit toward the left side of the chair, and then pick that left foot out to the side. If you have a block, it's a good thing. Matter of fact, this whole get a block. If you don't have one, we have some over. And at this point, I want to go ahead and move it, just because it's a good thing to do. I'm going to move the chair onto the mat. So this carpet is good. The chair isn't going to go anywhere, but bring the block out to the right, off of the right side of the chair, the front leg, and take the left foot out to the side. So the right knee points straight ahead, left foot is out to the side, and your chest, your heart is toward the front. Okay. So bring the right hand down to the block, and then open to the ceiling. So now you're moving the heart forward here, opening to the ceiling. Good. Let that left arm fall past the face. And breathe. So it's gate, right? What we normally do on our knees. Now bring the left hand up, bring it to the inside of that extended leg, opening the right shoulder, coming over that left leg. So you straighten that left leg as much as you can. There you go. And now lift back up. Bring that right hand down, bring the left leg in, take a breath. Move the block to the other side. Moving over toward the right edge of the chair. Left knee goes straight ahead, right leg comes out to the side. Turning the heart toward the front. And you feel that opening in the hips. And then bring the left hand down to the block. Open the right shoulder, reach. And then the right arm falls. Pressing through, reaching through the right fingers and the right toes. Big, long, deep breaths. Good. Bring the right hand to the ceiling, to the inside of that right leg. Open, coming over the right leg. Slide that right foot away. Oh, yeah. We're all there. Good. Bring the left hand back to the ceiling. And exhale, release. And bring that right hand, slide back into the chair. This is the part I really like. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. So now we're going to do some standing things. So go ahead and come up out of your chair. Turn the chair around so the seat of the chair is facing you. And go ahead and put it on the mat just to get in the habit of always making sure that that chair is not going to go anywhere, not going to slide out from under you. All 4 feet of the chair are on the mat. So we'll start by working on some lunges here. So your feet are, oh, I don't know, 18 inches or so away from the front of the chair, so that when you bring your hands down to the seat of the chair, your heels are under your hips and your hands are under your shoulders. So where are we? In standing table, right? Now, if your wrists are bothering you with your hands flat on the seat of the chair, you can wrap your fingers around the side of the chair if that's more comfortable for you. But if that, I suggest if it doesn't bother you, if it's not painful, that you go ahead and have the hands flat on the chair seat. The reason I say that is so we will maintain flexibility in our wrists. But by all means, if that hurts, then don't do it. That's a standard rule, right? If it hurts, don't do it. All right, we're going to start with some cat-cow. So as you inhale, just lift the gaze over the back of the chair and press the hips to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, just let the top of the head move down towards the chair, or actually not move down, but just rounding up. And now as you inhale, take the gaze back, press with the feet to lift the hips. Exhaling round. Inhaling. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. So we're going to do some side bends here. So inhale, and as you exhale, bend the right knee and look past the right shoulder toward the back of the mat. And now come to center. And now bend the left knee and side bend to the left, looking past the left shoulder toward the back of the mat. Inhaling center, right knee bends, gazing right. Center, exhaling left knee bends, gazing right. Yes, good. And now keep the left hand on the chair, extend the right arm out to the side. Press the belly down toward the mat. And now as you inhale with a long spine, bend the left knee and take that right arm to the ceiling. One more breath. Reaching, exhaling, go ahead and bring the right hand down to the seat of the chair. Take that breath. And you can work the heels one at a time into the mat. And now with the right hand on the seat of the chair, extend the left arm and bend the right knee as you open to the left. One more breath. And as you exhale, bring the left hand down to the seat of the chair. Again, take that breath. And working into lunge, take the left foot, step it a little closer to the chair. And now step the right foot back, toes on the mat, with the left knee bent. And now we're into lunge. Press the belly toward the mat so that the spine is long. This is one of those, you got to make sure that chair is not going to go anywhere, right? Good. Now step the right foot up. And step the right foot a little closer to the chair. Step back with the left foot, toes down on the mat. And now just let the hips settle. Strong and straight through that back leg. Good. Coming forward with the left foot. Come back to your chair table. So the heels are now back under the hips. Lift the right foot hip height. Just take that right foot straight back. Toes point down toward the mat. Good. Bring the left hand to the top of the back of the chair. And now extend. Gaze is straight down toward the seat of the chair. Yeah, upward pose, bird dog. Breathe. Strong through the standing leg. One more deep breath. And exhale the hand down and the right foot down beside the left. Wag your tail, bend your knees, one at a time. Bring the left foot hip height. Bring the right hand to the back of the chair. Extend, palm faces in if you choose, or you can leave that hand on the back of the chair. Breathe, lifting the arm, lifting the leg. Big, long, deep breaths. Exhaling, the hand down and the left foot down beside the right. You take that breath. So now put a bend in the knees and just come into your forward fold. And you can bring the hands to the seat of the chair or to the legs, to a block, or fingertips to the mat. Release the head toward the toes. Little bend in the knees, of course. And now put the bend in the knees, press, come up to standing. Take the arms wide, hands toward the ceiling. And now exhale, mountain pose. Good, give a flop. We'll do our spinal flow. And then we're going to move into sun salutations. And you're going to find out that sun salutations get a whole lot simpler when you're using the chair, especially sun B. So press down in with the feet, lift up tall. Turn the palms out, inhale the hands. Bring the right hand down, upright. Inhaling, right arm lifts. Exhaling to the left. Inhale. Take the arms wide, palms to the ceiling, twisting right. Inhaling up. Exhaling, and twist to the left. And inhale up. Hands come to the heart. Hinge. Forward fold. Hands to the chair, hands to the legs, fingertips to the mat, whatever works best for you. Pressing into the mat with the feet to lift the hips. Bend the knees. Bring the hands out in front. Yep. Hands back on the ceiling. Inhale up. Exhale back to mountain pose. Good. Take that deep breath in. And release. Okay, sun salutation A. From mountain, inhale the hands up. Exhale, hinge, forward fold, diving into that forward fold. Face toward the knees. Inhale, half lift. Hands to the seat of the chair or just below the knees. Exhale, hands to the seat of the chair. Step back into plank, chair plank. Now, I can't tell you to put your knees down because that won't work. So here we are. Take a breath, give it a plank. Good, bend the elbows halfway. Let the belly settle toward the floor. Straighten the arms, gazing toward the ceiling, upward dog. Exhale, press the hips up and back, downward dog. And now take a couple of breaths in down dog, pressing the heels down into the mat. Let the head go toward the mat. Good. Step the feet up into your chair table to half lift. Exhale down to forward fold. And now get long through the spine, press the belly down, bend the knees, press to come up. And exhale to mountain pose. So let's work our way through sun salutation A again, inhaling and exhaling. So inhale the hands up. Exhale, dive to the forward fold. Come to half lift. Back to plank. Exhale. Inhale here, lower halfway. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Just a couple of breaths. Working the heels. Step the feet toward the chair. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Get long through the spine, press into the mat to come in. Exhale, mountain pose. So, what do you think of that? Yeah, it works good. It's actually without struggling. This thing of coming from here and walking that is feet up to half lift is can be a challenge for a number of
How
folks.
long does the class go? To 11?
10:30.
Okay, great. I've got to get chairs. I'll come later. Thank you.
Let's sun salutation A. So let's do sun salutation B, and you'll find this is the one that is so much easier with the chair than when you try to do it on the mat, because you're moving into warrior. So again, feet are where they would be for chair table. So pressing down, inhale, the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, stepping back into your plank. Take a breath in plank. Exhale, lower halfway. And now inhale to your upward dog. Straighten the arms, strong here. Exhale, downward dog. Now step the right foot up toward the chair. Spin the back heel in and down. And lift into warrior. Good. Brush that right knee out to the right. Strong through the back heel. Exhaling, hands come down to the chair. Right foot comes back beside the left. Into chair plank. Vinyasa, bend the elbows. Upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the left foot toward the chair. Spin the back heel in and down. Come into warrior one. Exhaling, hands to the seat of the chair. Left foot back. Elbows bend. Upward dog. Exhaling, downward. And now you breathe. Well, you breathe all along, but you get to take a few breaths here, working the heels. Just letting the body settle toward the mat. And step the feet up toward chair table. Half lift. Exhale and fold. Press the belly down, arms wide. Lifting. Exhale, mountain pose. Good, yoga flow. So we're going to go through that from beginning to end with the breath. So pressing down into the mat to lift up tall. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, back to plank. Lower halfway. Upward dog. Back to downward dog. Exhale. Inhale the right foot forward. Spin the left heel in and down, warrior one, as you win. Exhale, hands come down, stepping back to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling the left foot forward. Spin back heel in and down, inhaling warrior one. Exhale, hands to the seat. Stepping back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward dog. And downward dog. Now you breathe. Just big, long, deep breaths. And step both feet up towards the chair. Half lift. Belly presses toward the floor. Exhale, fold. Arms wide. Press into the floor. Exhale, mountain pose. Good. So now that sun salutation B becomes something that almost everybody can do without struggling to get that foot all the way up from downward facing dog to lunge and up to warrior one. Okay, what else can we do? Well, obviously, chair's a wonderful thing to have handy for balance, right? So you don't have to find a table or a wall or anything like that. You've got the chair to kind of help you out. So we'll start by bringing the weight to the left foot and then bring the right foot where you want it to be for tree. Find your spot on the floor. And the knee to the front. And back. Isn't it amazing how much easier it is when you know that thing is right there?
You're right.
Yeah. It's kind of calms the mind to know that, okay, I've got help right here if I need it. And then bring the weight to the right foot. And you can change sides with the chair if you wanted, go the other way. But bring that foot where you want it to be. These are the front and down. So chair is really a handy tool. I'm so much more stable with that, just knowing it's there. Okay, so let's go ahead and just bring the chair back and seat facing forward. And have a seat. How are we doing? Just take a breath in. And let it go. So there are other things that you can do in the chair that we do normally seated on the mat. You can do the elbows thing, where you bring the elbows, lift the elbows high with the arms bent, and then draw the back, and then bring the arms together in front. There's so many things that you can do that we would normally do seated on the mat. So what we're going to do now is going to set the chairs to the side and come down to the mat. Finish up. But I just really wanted to show you how much easier life can be, because when it's a chore and a pain, you don't want to do this, right? It's not fun when you're struggling. But if you have a chair, you don't struggle. And so maybe, you pull the chair out every so often and you do some of this stuff.
And when you're traveling, if you don't have your mat, you can put the chair against the wall and do the same thing.
Yeah, you can. That's right. So for mountain pose, inhale the hands up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to half lift. And now step the feet back to plank. Good. Little plank for a breath. Lower all the way down. The one thing you don't get in the chair is the ability to strengthen the back by allowing the back to lift the upper body. So come into your cobra. Toenails pressed into the floor. Light pressure in the hands. Gazing straight down. And exhale. Go ahead and bring the chin to the mat. And bring the right side of the face to the mat. Release. And the left side of the face. Bring the hands under the shoulders, press up to the regular table, and bring the feet around to the front. Seated forward fold, little bend in the knees, but point the toes back toward the face. Lift up tall, taking the heart toward the toes, and then release the face toward the knees. Slide the heels away or bring the heels closer, whatever works for you. More intense forward fold than what you get in a chair. As you inhale, gently round up. Want a bit of a challenge? Bring the hands behind the hips, fingers point toward the front of the mat, and just press with the hands to lift the hips. Reverse plank. Now exhale and bring the hips down. The other alternative to that, which now I tell you, is reverse table, right? A little bit less strenuous. Exhaling, bring the hips down. Good. Come to your balance. Another thing you can't really do in a chair. Extend. One more big, long, deep breath. And now come to cobra pose. Can't do this one very well. Well, you can sort of do it in a chair. one leg at a time, I guess. In the chair, this would be one leg at a time, would be like figure 4, right? And then slide the feet away into the diamond. Get as low as you can here. Rest your inhale, round up. Knees to the ceiling and gently roll down onto your back. So we'll move into figure 4. And if you're in the chair, you just bring the ankle onto the knee and you can kind of fold forward in the chair. But here we are. So just bring the left ankle onto the right knee. With the left hand, you can put a little pressure, gentle pressure on the left knee. Make sure there's no sensation or pain in that left knee. And now reach through for figure 4. Taking the foot and the right knee a little bit to the right. And bring the right foot down, release the ankle. Take a breath. And now bring the right ankle onto the left knee. A little gentle pressure with the right hand. And through for figure 4. Taking the knee and the foot a little to the left. And bring the foot down, release the ankle. Come to reclining cobra pose. Let the knees go wide. Bring the palms up. And bring the knees back up to the ceiling.
Hands down by your side, palms down, bring the heels all the way in, close to the hips. And just some gentle bridges here. So press with the feet, lifting the hips. And as you exhale, lower. Inhale, pressing with the feet to lift. Exhale, lower. And one more time, lift. And exhale, lower. We'll take the arms wide. Let the knees just drop over to the right, gaze left. And knees to the ceiling, knees left, gaze right. And bring the knees back up. Bring both knees into the chest. Gently rock. Take the knees wide. And now as you exhale, let the knees, no, wait a minute. As you inhale, let the knees move forward toward the front of the mat. And then as you exhale, draw the knees toward the back of the mat. Inhaling, you release and let the knees move forward. And as you exhale, you draw the knees back. Two more, inhaling and exhale. And bring the feet down to the mat, legs long, take the arms behind. One big, long, full body stretch. Inhale deeply. And exhale into your Savasana. If you want, you can get back up and sit in the chair for this. Just release down into the chair. We begin gentle movements, but I want to show you one other thing. And if you want to try it, you can certainly do that. You can bring the chair back onto the mat. You can go ahead and lay down. This is great way to do it. And we'll spend about maybe a minute here if you want to try it. Just scoot your butt up toward the chair with your feet up on the seat, or the legs up on the seat of the chair. And then turn the palms up. Legs on the chair. A lot of people really find this takes the pressure off the low back. So now just release. And wiggle the toes, the fingers. Stretch if you'd like. And if your legs are on the chair, you can just gently roll over to one side. And pressing back up. And you can come to seating on the mat or on the chair around. So wonderful, right? That's pretty good. So thanks for practicing. Those that came on the screen, that's glad you made it. So thank you all for coming. Use this at home. Namaste, enlighten me, honors the light in you.
Thank you, Rick.
You're welcome.